So, what is the best exercise for weight loss or fat loss? Now, if you're new to the podcast, Omeil Walker here. So, coach working with men and women over the last decade, help lose weight, strength coach with strength training as well as losing weight. And one of the questions I get a lot is, what is the best exercise, the best workout program, the best anything to do with movement or to target specific areas for fat loss or weight loss? And the truth is, all of them, all the workout works, every single exercise work. It's just depending on what your goal is and what specifically you're working on right now, as opposed to a generic workout program that's going to fit all. So if one of the good questions to ask is, what's better, strength training or cardio? Not even being biased, the research is shown strength training, lifting weights, that kind of stuff is good, but I personally recommend you do the cardio. If you don't want to do it, that's your business, but you need both. You can't just be lifting and not do a bit of cardio. Bear in mind, when I say cardio, that could also mean increase the intensity of your workout. That's another way of doing it. Supersetting your exercising, so you're getting your heart rate up, but not just I'm not a bodybuilder. You're not a bodybuilder. You're not training to be like a bodybuilder, doing 3-day splits and all that kind of stuff. If that's what you like, that's fine. I'm talking to the general, I need to lose weight. You're not into the gym like that. You just want to do something to get you moving. So if I have to say strength or cardio, I would go for the strength training, because you're going to get more benefit out of that long term, just like you would with cardio. But if you're doing a lot of cardio, you definitely need to do strength training. So you definitely need both. If someone said to you, just do this unless you're training for a marathon, that's a different story. But even then, people that do distance running still do strength training. You still need to have muscle definition and strength and endurance to benefit you in that. Even though I'm gonna run, like you see, man on a running thing still, but you get where I'm coming from with this. Over here posing as well, if you get to the video. So in terms of strength and cardio, what's best for weight loss? Do a bit of both. Do some supersetting, meaning like you do bench press and lat pull down. If the machines are close together, I'll give you that example because that's something I tend to do a lot of when we go to the gym. When we go to the gym, like you got a lat pull down machine right there, so, and it's a plate load one. I'm gonna go, alright, then put 3 plates on that one. Do a little bit on here, and I'll do back to back. So I'm doing 2 different exercises, whereas like your chest and back, or you could be doing that the same muscle, which is chest and chest. So it could be chest press and then chest flies, like something like that when it comes to, like, when I say supersets. But the benefit of that is you're spending less time in the gym, so you can just get your workout done and go on about your business. Now, the next thing that people gravitate to, especially when they want to lose weight, is HIIT. What's the benefits of HIIT? Well, for one, it's just straight to the point, quick half an hour or 45-minute sessions, where basically HIIT is short for high intensity interval training. And I don't know if it's still a craze now, but it went through a craze where everybody's like HIIT, and it's like, okay then, but now everybody can do HIIT, and everybody can do jumping squats, flying lunges. That's not a thing, but like jumping lunges, all that kind of stuff. Even like with my boot camp, I do a version of that, but I'm working with our boot camp, it's women's only. Women's over 40, which the jumping up and down thing not gonna work, especially after having kids. I don't even need to go into details with this, so that I phone a business and private thing. But like the jumping up and down isn't for everybody. So we have to tailor the session specifically towards their needs. So the HIIT training isn't always jumping up and down, high intensity like the youngsters at the gym. You might be doing like your squats, press ups, sit ups, I don't know what else, mountain climbers, like where it's not high impact but you're still moving, and it's exercise and you're doing back to back for like a 20 seconds on, 10 seconds on, or minute on, 20 seconds off, whatever the ratio is for yourself. It's still beneficial for you to do it if you can manage that level of intensity. You just have to find a class and go with it there. You can plan out your own little sessions. There's plenty of workout videos that you can. We can even put a little workout, something under here. If someone drop me a comment under here, workout, I'll give you a little plan that you can try and just mix it up as you go. Now, the next thing is to think about when you think about the weight loss and workout is NEAT, which is short for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Yeah, so you're basically sitting on your backside burning more calories from not doing anything that's not exercise related. So you're going for a walk, you're not doing anything highly strenuous, you're burning calories, you're moving instead of parking outside the shop, you park a little bit further and walk to the shop. So you're doing a little bit more to make sure you're moving more throughout the day, and you're not actively going out your way to do extra exercise. It's just what can you do in your day to day that's going to make you move more, burn that extra more calories without breaking the bank. That makes sense? Hopefully that makes sense to you. And a great way of doing that is, if you don't love the running and the whole heap of crazy cardio, is going for walks. Like, say if you're after lunch, you have your lunch at work, or if you work from home, you have your lunch, going for a walk, a 10-20 minute walk. It don't need to be a lot. Like, we're trying to keep this as simple as possible, just to get you to move more with what you have, with the time what you have already. We're not talking about the gym, we're just talking about getting you a little bit more movement in your day-to-day life. Yeah, so when you think NEAT, it's just how can I get myself moving around more without feeling like I'm breaking the bank. Okay, now the third thing I want you to think about is, if you know getting a personal trainer isn't something you can afford to do, or you're not interested, whatever your reason is, join a program like I run a weight loss program, a fitness program for weight loss specifically for women. So if your thing isn't, I don't really want to do that, I don't want to do the group thing, I'm not comfortable, okay, that might not be for you, then here's the best thing you can do. Create a simple workout routine that you can do, which is going to be 15 minutes or 15 to 45 minutes, anywhere it lands. So like, it's that simple, anywhere from 15 minutes to 45 minutes. It can be an hour, it don't need to be. Here's why I'm saying that. If you create something simple that's doable, and it's something you can manage from where you currently are, and you keep doing that for the next 2 months, 3 months, and you keep adding to it, so you start off at the 15 minutes, then before you know it, that same thing can be 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes. If you want to go an hour, great. But at the moment, you're in a place where you're not in the habit of showing up, you don't know what to do for your weight loss, you've tried all these things already, you're still not seeing the results, you keep losing the weight, putting it back on, you're doing all these intense things, and then because of that now you're quite anxious about the next thing they're gonna start. Because the fun thing is, what we all like to say, I know what I'm like, I'm all or nothing. As Beth would say to me when we do our sessions, we need to find middle ground. So we need to find middle ground for yourself, where you're no longer all or nothing. We need to create an environment, we need to start doing things where this thing where you're all or nothing with, it's not working. This all or nothing thing where you think I work, it not work, because you're not where you want to be. That's how we know it's not working. So we're gonna now try and start going, right, I'm gonna write out a little plan. Here'll simply be, I'm gonna do some press up, some squats, lunges, some crunches, leg raises. That's 5 exercises. You're gonna get a timer on. You can make this reps or to time, so you can do a minute each exercise, or I'm going to do 20 of each, have a rest, do it again, do it 3 times, done. Rest the next day, do it 3 days in a row, 4 times a week. Oh, caught you then. The wind nearly dashed away. The wind dashed away, look a while. Yeah, and 3 to 4 times a week, you do that simple little program, you're winning. Now, here's a good question. Why should you create a simple time efficient workout for yourself? Well, if you have to ask a question, then you don't want to lose weight. But let me answer the question for you. Let me ask you, because that's why I ask the question. Let me answer for you. The reason why you want to create a simple workout that you can follow at any point, even if you're not going to gym, you have something you can do in your yard at home, is so you show up. You can do something. Like, I don't care about nothing else other than you showing up and doing the thing. How do you get better at doing the exercise? By doing the exercise. How do you get better at doing press-ups? By doing press-ups. You can't do bench press and get better upon press-ups. I'm sorry. If you can't do a full body, full press-ups, chest to floor and back, doing the bench press is going to aid you, but it's not going to make it any easier. I can lift more than my body weight on a lat pull-down machine, but I'm not doing the same 15 reps on a pull-up bar. But now I do it. I do 5, 7, 8. But still now I do 15 comfortably. And don't get me wrong, I'm doing probably double my weight on the lat pull down machine, the plate loader. But it's nothing too impressive. It's just a plate loader. There's nothing impressive. Anybody can do it. But it's not the same as doing pull-ups or dips where I'm really feeling all my body weight. So what I'm trying to say to you is the way you get better at doing the thing is by doing the thing. Now, we want to look for the best workout and the best everything. The best workout is the one you can stick to. The best workout are the one you enjoy. So if you start off doing a program, doing some kind of exercise that you enjoy, then you can start bolting on some of the extra stuff that you don't like and start getting the results. Like and follow for more, subscribe. Omeil Walker here. Follow on our social media platform. If you got any more questions or comments you want to leave down here for me to read, and any question you need, anything you're struggling with, leave it below. Like and follow for more, and see you in the next one. Next video we're going to be talking about mindset for weight loss.